Good morning, everyone. It's my honor to be here with you with the third International Online Systematic Functional Linguistic Interest Group Conference 2025. My name is Nguyễn Hồng Oanh from Ho Chi Minh University of Banking, and I'm currently the PhD student at University of Social Sciences and Humanities. Today, I would like to share our contrastive analysis of grammatical metaphors of modality in economic research abstract comparing English and Vietnamese. This work, conducted by me and my supervisor, Dr. Nguyễn Hoàng Trung, contributes to the multilingual SFL project by examining how different languages contrast interpersonal meaning in academic discourse. As Halliday and Matheson reminded, modality represents the semantic space between yes and no, that crucial area where writers negotiate certainty, probability, and obligation. In academic discourse, particularly in economics, the negotiation between this negotiation becomes critical for knowledge construction. So let me begin by locating our studies within the broader SFL architecture. As we all know, SFL organizes English, as we all know, SFL organizes language into three meta functions operating simultaneously in every text. Our focus today is interpersonal meta function, how language enacts social relationship and express attitudes. Within the interpersonal function, modality serves as the key system for expressing the speaker's assessment of probability and obligation. But what makes this particularly interesting is how grammatical metaphor creates tensions across the strata. So let's look at the strata and realizations diagram on the screen that we have here. At the semantic stratum, we have model meanings to assessments of probability, usuality, obligation, and inclination. At the lexico-grammatical stratum, these can be realized concretely through model auxiliaries or metaphorically through various resources. This coupling of semantic and lexical grammar through grammatical metaphor is particularly significant in academic discourse. While Halliday first observed grammatical metaphor in idiotional domain with nominalization, interpersonal metaphor is equally crucial for constructing the objective statements that characterize scientific writing. This key theoretical point here is that the grammatical metaphor allows the writers to present the subjunctive assessment as if they were objective facts, a crucial resource for academic discourse. Now let's examine the system network of modality more closely. So the primary distinction is type, the modalization for proposition versus modulation for proposal. This distinction, as we see, becomes crucial in understanding the differences between English and Vietnamese economic discourse. Values operate a gradient from high through median to low, while orientation distinguishes between subjective and subjunctive and objective positioning of model assessment. And this orientation system that enables grammatical metaphor in modality. Now, Vietnamese, an isolated language, realizes these some semantic options, but through different lexical grammar resources. We have no morphological mood marking, no infinitives, and no that complementation. Instead, Vietnamese employs modal particles, lexical modal verbs, and interestingly, we have serve serial verb construction like cần phải, which can be literally translated into English as need must, which create compound modal verb, impossible in English. This raised a fundamental question for our SFL colleagues, as these system networks universal at the semantic level, but language specific in realization. How does typology constrain metaphorical potential? And these are the questions that our data addresses. Now let me walk you through the concept of grammatical metaphor in modality with some examples. Now, before we move to the examples, let's have a look at the concept of concurrence. So concurrent realization means the typical unmarked way of expressing things. For example, we use the verbs and verb phrases, verb groups to realize the process in SFL, and we use the noun to refer to the participants and so on, as you can see on the screen. In interpersonal domain, for example, we have the sentence saying that the economy may recover. So we are using the modal auxiliary may to interpret the possibility of the economy to have a recovery. And then we transform this concurrent realization into the metaphorical one, as there is a possibility of economic recovery. So in this realization, we use the nominalization of the possibility indicated by the may, the modal verb may. In the second transformation, we use the interpersonal metaphor with the it structure, and it is realized as it is possible that the economy will recover. The highest level of grammatical metaphor can be seen in transformation number 3, with the projection of the modal auxiliary may into a phrase, a nominalization, which we can rewrite as evidence suggests that, or without that, economic recover. So evidence suggests economic recover. So here we can see the whole process of the economic recover can be seen as the economic recovery.